We are moments away from making 170,000 euro bucks, but things never go quite to plan. Good morning everybody, back here in the valley in July at 6:30 in the morning. Oh, we're doing okay. 70,000 euro pounds in the bank. I'm still not sure about the situation we've got here with the wool. I don't know why we're just not producing enough. Is it just that we don't have enough sheep? I honestly don't know. Let me go and have a quick look and see how the guys are. They're all very happy. So the only thing I can put it down to is the fact that we don't have enough of them. And that will happen in time. But then again, they're not exactly expensive. So I may go and pick up another 10 more sheep in due course, just to keep our wool production as maximised as possible. I don't want to cause ourselves any more issue in terms of grass, but we got so much of it. Feeding the sheep really isn't an issue. Get that closed up. Aha, Dusty, yes, Dusty has been out with the sprayer by the looks of it. That's fantastic because Phil 61 has a little bit of weeds and we certainly don't have a mechanical weeder to go and deal with that. So he's gone down with the sprayer. How's this looking? God, that's mucky. Really do need to get a sprayer, jet wash should I say, and give this a proper clean, but we'll deal with that another day. Have a quick look at how the cows are doing. Oh, we do need to get some tiamine here. We've already got a whole batch mixed up. There's enough straw in there for the time being. I mean, this really is a twice a day job, checking on the cows, making sure they're fed. Obviously, milking is an entire process that we just get on with behind the scenes. But yeah, they are happy as things are. Got to tidy up in there, though. There's quite a bit of muck piling up. I am kind of whizzing through this morning because I don't really want to dwell on the stuff we're all aware of. My goodness, look at the state of the slurry. It's coming back up again. Okay, so we are definitely in the market for a muck spreader and some sort of slurry tank and drip spreader. We'll deal with that, I'm sure, when we get paid. Speaking of which, those of you who have been following along, my goodness, hit subscribe. We are ready to sell our biggest sell here in the valley. Let me bring up the PDA for everyone to have a look at. First things first, the sawmill. This is where it's all happening. I want to have a check what's going on. And we have 4,500 units of wood in there. So we can continue to make planks. But the thing I really want to show you is how much we've got in storage. If I just head up to the time-saving stock check utility that we've got on our PDA here, have a look at that, everyone. July, 172,000 euro bucks we are going to sell all of our planks for. I can't believe it. So that is going to allow us to buy some of the equipment that we actually do need after spending pretty much a year here in the valley. Well, I'm going to get the old truck ready and the trailer, which is just over yonder. That should be perfect in terms of what we need to pick up all of our pallets down at the sawmill and get those into the carpentry. It's literally about 100 meters away, so easy peasy. Well, I'm ready to get going down there. What I might do actually is pick up the forklift, which is down at the greenhouses, but let me get down to the sawmill first and have a quick check of what the situation's like. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot I've got all of these pallets here to deal with, and I still need to get some water in there. I think later on I'll just use the big container we've got behind and just get something in there, but I do want to do something a bit more automated. It's a bit of a faff, to be honest. Well, I'm here at the sawmill, and I just lean forward, take a look at that huge pile in the rearview mirror there. Look at that! My goodness. Right, I'm just going to get myself steadily backed up and into position, and then we'll get everything loaded on.
I'm just checking in what herbicide we've got left here. May have to pick up some more from the store later on. But anyway, how y'all doing? I've just sprayed field 61. That's the field with all corn in. She's all set and ready to go now for the rest of the season. Computer guy said he was gonna grab the truck and head down to the sawmill. Man, I think we're gonna make some big money here today. I'm just gonna take the Fent down to field 54. That's the one right in the middle of our forest. Y'all remember we put sorghum in there. That should give us some straw for the cattle and a little bit of feed for the chickens. But there's a lot of weeds down there, and she's in desperate need of a spray too. I'll get that done. I'll pop in and see how the computer guy's doing later on. Oh yeah, and I ain't forgot. I gotta tell y'all all about my little secret. Well, it ain't really a secret, just a plan I'm getting finalized. Soon as everything's in place, we'll be ready to rock and roll. You stick around till later on, and I'll give y'all the full story.
I decided to pop down to the greenhouses and pick up the little Massey. I think it's going to help just speed up the process of getting everything loaded on the back of the truck. I think ultimately we are going to definitely want to pick up a proper forklift. This is fine and it does the job, but actually it's quite hard to see what you're doing. You're constantly leaning over and craning your neck, and yeah, it's not really ideal for kind of properly loading in all of this stuff for logistics, which is what we're going to be doing fairly regularly with this sort of output. I'm pretty much focusing on this job entirely on my own today. Dusty will come down and help me out when he can, but I have asked that he goes and deals with the spraying on those fields, get rid of all those weeds, so that's 2 that need doing, and then obviously to deal with the animals, because that really is his forte. Alright, let me get myself arranged in here. I'm going to have to drop the back down of the trailer. In fact, I might need to move the truck out a bit just to give myself a bit of space. Okay, give me a few minutes. I'll get myself organised and I'll start loading it all on.
I really need to spend some time down here. Got a whole load of lumber there, and a whole load of trees I fell before things got a bit sticky around here. Yeah, makes sense to get them down in the sawmill. Think we're running quite low down there. Anyway, sorghum's looking good. It ain't the biggest field in the world, but it'll do what we need it to.
Well, there we are. I'm doing really well. I can't see quite how many I've got on in terms of a number, but it's at least half the trailer. I'm just about to stack on a load more with the old lift here. It's not easy. Let me just get into position. Right in there. And, oh, hold on a minute. There we go. Up. Oh dear, have I got both? Oh, I have. This is the problem. This is the problem, I think. Yeah, my bum's up in the air ever so slightly. So if I just take this easy, get up the ramp and get these in. It takes a while. It's already almost about 10:30 in the morning. Dusty must have finished all of his spraying and weeding by now. And I'm sure I'll see him momentarily. Come on, girl. Let's see if I can't pick up another one. Let's have a quick look. Where am I going to go? Yeah, definitely not the easiest bit of equipment. I have said this earlier on. I think we're in the market for a forklift as soon as possible. I've just repositioned myself, and I think that's both. Yes, it is. You can see me rocking backwards and forwards. Ease myself out of here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to swing all the way back because I want to be straight on. Steady, steady, girl. Jesus. And I want to stick that right on top on the right hand side of the ones I've just done. So I'm going to give myself a bit of lift here, keep the centre of gravity closer to the body. There we go, we're up. That is about right. Steady. About there. Right, down, easy, easy. No. Oh, this is so difficult. There we go. I'm out. All good. Woo. Right. More to go. Come on, Dusty. I could do with you doing this for me. You're much better. I've just seen Dusty coming in. Right. We can swap over. And then he can have a go on this thing.
Well, looks like computer guy's being busy. I'll best get over there and give him a hand. You right there, YouTube guy? You need a hand?
Yeah, I've done over half, so if you want to finish off these last few finicky bits, then we can get it all loaded up and over to the carpentry. Oh, mate, I think we're going to make some big money.
Yeah, my reckoning is we're gonna make about 170 grand. Oh man, that's what we need round here, a proper fat payday.
Ain't that the truth, Dusty? And yes, it is going to be fat. All right, let me hop out, you can carry on. While Dusty's sorting out that lot, just having a look at the trailer there, and literally, this is where we're going. It's not exactly far. I do kind of wonder if we couldn't have just gone round here with it on the forks and just dropped them off one by one. It seems a bit ridiculous really, doesn't it? But the reason I'm doing it is because I want me and Dusty to have marked down on one bit of paper, one massive figure for our selling today in the carpentry. You know what? I am keen to purchase this at some point because this is where we're really going to make money.
I thought I'd give it a go, but she just ain't got the weight for 3 pallets here. I'm gonna have to drop one off.
this load strapped on just as Dusty is filling up the next load because we don't want to knock any off the back. That's not bad at all. It's getting a little bit shaky every time he comes up. There's a lot of weight on there, I must admit. Look at that lot. And we've not even finished.
Computer guy, can you lift up the ramps now? I can lift straight on the back from here.
Yeah, I see what he means. So if I move those out of the way, he can literally get right up the back with his arms, with his boom, and stick things on the back. Right, let's get these retracted. Engine on. And there we go, the ramps are in and Dusty can crack on. Ah, this is teamwork, my friends, proper teamwork.
Well, this is it. This is the last one, computer guy. You all strapped on?
Yeah, you stick this last one on, we'll strap it and we'll go and get paid. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right, strap it there, strap it there, strap it there. I think that's as many as I can get on. Look at the size of that pile, ladies and gentlemen. I have never seen so much wood in one place. Even back in Erlangerat, I don't think we quite got so many as this. Wow. Okay, let's go and sell it. $68,000 units, unbelievable.
What the hell's going on, YouTube guy? They won't take no more.
Yeah, I don't know, Dusty. Let me go inside and have a chat. It's too loud out here. Hold on. Well, can you believe that? After all of that effort, all of that time, that massive plan to make 170 grand, they can't take it. They are maxed out on capacity. Problem is, there's no economy around here. No one's buying any of the stuff they're making with the planks. So we're left with this lot here, and we can't do diddly squat with it. Dusty, step out the cab a second. You're going to want to hear this.
What the hell's going on, YouTube guy? I thought we were on for a big payday today.
Yeah, well, that ain't going to happen now, Dusty, by the looks of it. But basically, they are full.
What the hell do you mean full? There's one sawmill, one carpentry around here.
Dusty, I know, basically they've got enough planks in there, they can't take any more. So all this that we've been collecting, ready to sell for our big payday, is just going to have to sit here and wait until they need it.
We've been busting our balls for the last few months just for 40 grand. I'm going to go in there and give the guy a piece of my mind.
Dusty, it's not going to make any difference, is it? All you're going to do is rile them up, and then we're going to have absolutely nowhere to sell any of our lumber. Nothing we can do about it. They've just got a massive backlog of production. Once they get through it, then they'll take what we've got.
Jesus Christ, YouTube guy. Means we got all these planks on the back of the trailer here. We just spent 3 hours loading them on. You want me to go take them all off again? Because I ain't doing that.
No, sod it, Dusty. Just park up the trailer near the carpentry and they can just pull off what they need as and when. We're just going to get trickle-fed the profits, that's all.
Well, this is the biggest load of crap I've come across in my life. What kind of carpentry doesn't want planks?
Well, I must admit, Dusty is not the only one who's fed up with that whole situation. We honestly had no idea, so we're sat here with 170 grand's worth of planks that we're ready to sell for a nice big fat payday, you know, really get things going here in the valley. And apparently all they can take is about 40 grand's worth. The thing is, we're now going to get a bottleneck in this production chain. We can keep chucking in lumber and producing planks, but if we can't get rid of those planks, then everything's going to stop working.
I'm going to stride in there, nice and easy like, and I'm going to give that guy one final offer on the carpentry. And I'll tell you this, YouTube guy, if he knows what's good for him, he will take that deal right here, right now.
Yeah, alright Dusty, but don't do anything stupid. Don't need to get violent or aggressive.
Trust me, YouTube guy. I know how to talk someone around.
Oh Christ, this is either going to go really well or really bad. Right, let me get the Massey out of the way. I think we're done with this for now. We've also got the Fent as well. In fact, actually, the idea was that we were going to stick it on the back of the trailer and take them back, but given the trailer's now out of commission, we're going to have to drive them all on the main road.
Well, we finally did it. We bought the carpentry. Computer guy complained. He always does when it comes to the finances, but I think it was the right way to go. It's a done deal, YouTube guy. Step out, I'll give you the details.
Oh, Dusty, honestly, didn't think you'd do that. He said he wanted to keep hold of it for at least another year to get through this season.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't share that the economy around here is pretty screwed up right now. So he sat there on this massive operation, but no one ain't buying none of his furniture. The only thing he can sell right now is his pallets.
Ah, nice one. So you went under the book price, did you?
No, I went over.
But you're just saying the business is making no money and there's no economy for it. So how are you spending more than what it's worth?
Because, YouTube guy, in life you meet certain people, and this kind of guy was just one of them old boys who wants to hold on to his dream, his legacy, for as long as he possibly can, with no thought or consideration for anyone else. I basically just made him an offer he could not refuse.
How much did you pay?
Book price is 60 grand. I paid 70.
Okay, 70 grand, 116. So what, we're on about 46 grand? 46 grand in the bank.
Yep, but you're missing the key point here, computer guy. We own the carpentry. We own the sawmill. We pretty much own the entire operation now. We can start to make changes as we see fit.
Yeah, that's really true. Yeah, actually, so we can start to drop prices, get stock out the door. Then we've got all this wood behind us that we can get in. Actually, yes, it's the control that's more important than actually the value.
I'm telling you, YouTube guy, I do wonder if you ever went to school. Basic macroeconomics is pretty easy when you wrap your head around it.
Yeah, right, smartass. Well, so we can get loaded in then.
No, the old boy weren't lying then. He's absolutely jam-packed full of plants. But for now, we don't need to worry about that, because anything that comes out is ours to sell.
Well, you gotta hand it to him. When it comes to farming and businesses and all this sort of stuff that goes on, Dusty absolutely owns it every time. He's definitely got the gift of the gab, and I reckon he could get anyone to do anything with his gifts of persuasion. Well, here we are, just back down at the greenhouses, dropping off the Massey here where she belongs. There's a lot of stuff in there that needs moving out, but as things stand, everything is happy, everything is growing, everything is fed. So there's not too much to worry about around here. Well, we're back at the farm and I'm still staring at this patch. The thing is, now we've left the truck down at the sawmill and I cannot hook up the massive tank here. So I'm not really sure what to do. We could hire a small one just for the time being, I suppose, and get that in there. I mean, it has to be the smallest one possible, really. It might be something worth doing, but I'm going to worry about that later. For now, Dusty's just dealing with a bit of TMR for the cows. And as soon as he's out of there, I'm going to grab him because he's got something to tell me, in fact, to tell all of us about his plans. I'm not entirely sure what it was all about, but I know it was related to the guys who basically caused all the ruckus around here in the last couple of months. They're now safely behind bars, thankfully, but there's definitely something related to that Dusty needs to let us know about. I'm just up in the loft here. There's so little straw. I cannot wait till we get a proper crop. But that said, everything else seems to be okay at the minute. The sheep are looking okay down there. The ducks and chickens are floating around. And I think our grass fields are all happy for now. Next time round we might have to give them another bit of a mow, and that's very much this time of year. But everything else is doing okay. So how's it going then, Dusty? What's this big secret then you wanted to tell us?
It's funny you should speak of that. I got the final call I needed this morning. The whole thing's ready to go ahead if I want it to.
Yeah, but what, Dusty? What's going ahead? It's related to those criminals, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. I had a phone call from the mayor of that little town that we ended up in. Remember where those guys kidnapped us and kicked us out because they thought we had all the gold?
Yeah, but they were funded, organised, and had plenty of machinery to do a proper job.
Well, it turns out this whole thing started because some mayor of that town found out what was going on, and he managed to pull a few strings behind the scenes. I'll tell you this, YouTube guy, there's a whole lot going on that we don't know about, and I've been made an offer by the mayor, but I ain't sure if I want to take it.
Well, why, Dusty? What's involved?
It's all about gold, greed, and politics. How would you feel about going back to no man's land?